Welcome to Macro Money Talk, where we explore the strange paradox of why academic brilliance often fails in the chaotic real world. You remember them from school, the students who sat in the back, barely passing, while you studied hard for every single grade. Today, that diligent student is likely working tirelessly for a monthly paycheck, while the dreamer is building empires and signing the checks. We have been taught that intelligence is the ultimate predictor of success, but the market proves time and again that this is false. Smart people are often paralyzed by their own ability to analyze risks, seeing every potential pitfall before they even take the first step. Meanwhile, the so-called naive individuals run headfirst into walls, unaware that they cannot break them, until the walls actually crumble down. This video uncovers the psychological advantages of the naive mind and how ignorance can sometimes be a superpower in the business world. Let us begin with the first major advantage, which is a form of delusional self-belief that defies all logic and statistical probability. These individuals possess an extreme conviction that they were born to achieve greatness, regardless of their current skills or financial situation. They do not care that 90% of startups fail within the first year because they truly believe they are the exception. While the intelligent person calculates the odds and decides it is not worth the risk, the naive person has already started working. This blindness to failure is not bravery in the traditional sense. It is simply an inability to process the possibility of losing. History is written by those who were crazy enough to think they could change the world, and then actually went and did it. Their delusion acts as a shield, protecting them from the paralyzing fear that stops the intelligent person from ever leaving the starting line. Moving to the second advantage, we find that confidence often correlates more strongly with career success than actual intelligence or skill sets. They do not ask for permission to enter a room. They simply walk in as if they own the entire building. Research shows that people naturally follow those who appear certain, even if that certainty is not based on actual knowledge or facts. If they are kicked out of the front door, they do not go home. They immediately circle around to find the back entrance. This audacity is something the smart person rarely possesses, as they are too concerned with following rules and maintaining their social reputation. This is the positive side of the Dunning-Kruger effect, where ignorance of how hard a task is allows you to start it. In the business world, a mediocre plan executed with violent execution and confidence is far better than a perfect plan executed with hesitation. The third advantage is a relentless refusal to accept rejection, viewing the word no as merely a starting point for negotiation. 80% of sales are made after the fifth follow-up. Yet most intelligent people quit after the first sign of resistance. Smart people often interpret rejection as a personal failure or a data point indicating that their idea is simply not good enough. The naive entrepreneur views rejection as a challenge, A game where they just need to find the right key to unlock the door. They understand that persistence is a force of nature, capable of wearing down even the most stubborn gatekeepers in the business world. This applies to dating, sales, and fundraising. Success belongs to those who stay in the room until the other person says yes. They simply annoy the world into giving them what they want. A strategy that is unsophisticated but undeniably effective in the long run. Advantage number 4 is understanding the asymmetric nature of success. You can be wrong many times, but you only need to be right once. In school, if you fail half your tests, you are a failure. In entrepreneurship, if you fail 10 times and win once, you are rich. They treat business like a home run derby, swinging hard at everything, knowing that one connection will pay for all the misses. Smart people are terrified of ruining their perfect track record, so they take small, safe bets that yield average, predictable returns. The naive operator is comfortable with chaos and failure, understanding that the only fatal mistake is leaving the game before you score. They realize that life is not linear. One single break, one viral product, or one big contract can change their entire destiny forever. Most people quit right before the miracle happens. But the naive person keeps digging because they are too stubborn to know when to stop. The 5th advantage is the willingness to copy what works, rather than trying to be original or innovative for the sake of ego. Smart people often have high egos and want to create something unique, trying to reinvent the wheel to prove their own brilliance. The naive entrepreneur sees a successful business model in one city and simply replicates it exactly in another location without shame. They do not need to be the architect of the idea. They are perfectly happy being the builder who gets paid for the execution. Look at the most successful businesses. Many are not original inventions, but simply better or faster adaptations of existing ideas that were proven. While the intellectuals debate the ethics of originality, the copycats are busy counting their revenue and expanding their market share. There is no bonus prize in business for originality. The market only rewards value, regardless of where the original concept came from. Advantage number 6 is the lack of micromanagement, born out of the simple necessity that they do not know how to do the work. Intelligent leaders often fall into the trap of doing everything themselves because they believe they can do it better than their employees. The naive leader knows they are incompetent in technical matters, so they are forced to trust others to do the job for them. They develop the superpower of hiring people smarter than themselves and giving them the freedom to create without constant interference. This autonomy leads to higher productivity, as smart employees thrive when they are given ownership rather than being treated like mindless robots. Like Henry Ford, they do not need to know the answers. They just need to know which button to press to call the expert. By admitting their own ignorance, they inadvertently create the perfect environment for scalability. growing far beyond what one person could manage. The final advantage is speed. They value momentum over perfection and action over endless analysis and contemplation, while the smart person is still writing the business plan. The naive person has already sold the product and collected the cash. They jump into trends like crypto or AI immediately, driven by FOMO and excitement, rather than a deep understanding of the underlying technology. By the time the intelligent person has verified all the data and confirmed the trend is real, the biggest gains have already been. They are willing to build the plane while flying it, fixing problems as they arise, rather than trying to prevent every issue beforehand. In the fast-paced modern economy, momentum is a currency more valuable than perfection. Speed is the ultimate competitive advantage. The old fable says, slow and steady wins the race. But in business, fast and adaptable usually eat slow and steady for lunch. So we see that delusional belief, confidence, persistence, risk-taking, copying, delegation, and speed form a powerful armor for the so-called naive. This does not mean intelligence is useless. The best companies are often built by a naive visionary who hires intelligent managers. Ask yourself, are you over-analyzing your life away? Or are you brave enough to be a little bit dumb and take action? You do not need to know everything to start. You just need to believe in yourself enough to leave the safety of the harbor. Sometimes the smartest thing you can do is to stop thinking so much and simply start doing, regardless of the consequences. The world rewards those who act, not those who know. So go out there, be a little delusional, and claim your prize. If you enjoyed this analysis of the business mind, make sure to apply at least one of these principles to your life today. Thank you for watching Macro Money Talk. Subscribe for more insights into wealth, psychology, and the hidden mechanics of success. Let us dig a little deeper into history. Edison failed thousands of times, yet he never considered himself a failure, only a learner. His stubborn refusal to accept the reality of his failures is exactly why he eventually illuminated the entire world for us. Consider the modern space race. Established agencies were too careful, while a software engineer decided to build rockets in a field. It was considered impossible and reckless, but that recklessness is now the only reason we have reusable rockets today. Knowledge can be a trap. The more you know, the more reasons you can find why something will not work. Ignorance removes the fear of the fall. If you do not know how high up you are, you do not tremble. We are all born with this resilience. A baby does not stop trying to walk because they fell. They just keep going. Somewhere along the way, school and society teach us to fear being wrong, stripping us of our natural, naive superpowers. To succeed wildly, you must unlearn this fear and reclaim the childlike belief that anything is possible if you just try. The list of dropout billionaires is not a coincidence. It is evidence that formal education often conflicts with entrepreneurial instincts. Schools are designed to create obedient workers who follow instructions, not disruptors who question the rules and rewrite them completely. The C student realizes early on that the rules of the game are made up, and they can be changed by anyone bold enough. It takes a certain level of oblivious confidence to walk against the crowd, ignoring the social pressure to conform and fit in. But often, the crowd is marching towards mediocrity, while the lone walker stumbles upon opportunities that no one else can see. Your brain actually rewires itself through failure, becoming more adaptable and resilient. A biological advantage the safe player never acquires. In the end, you will not regret the risks you took and failed. You will regret the safe choices that kept you stagnant. Be like the eagle that trusts its wings, not the branch it sits on. Trust in your ability to figure things out. The next big thing is being built right now in a garage by someone who does not know that what they are doing is impossible. They ignore the experts, the data, and the critics, fueled by a naive optimism that will eventually change the entire world. Progress depends on the unreasonable man, the one who expects the world to adapt to him rather than adapting to the world. So the question remains, are you willing to look foolish for a while in order to live like a king forever? Step out of your comfort zone, leave your analysis, paralysis behind, and embrace the power of being just a little bit dumb. The view from the top is reserved for those who kept climbing when their logical minds screamed at them to turn back down. Your potential is not defined by your grades or your IQ score, but by your grit, your guts, and your persistence. Maybe it is time we learned a lesson from the C student in the back of the room who was dreaming all along. They have left the building to build a life, while the rest of us are still sitting here waiting for the bell. Embrace action. Embrace belief. Embrace speed. These are the tools that level the playing field between the genius and the dreamer. You have everything you need right now. You do not need another degree or another book. You just need to start. Time is ticking. The market is waiting. The opportunity is there for whoever is bold enough to reach out and take it. In the grand scheme of the universe, our fears are insignificant. Why not take a chance? What do you have to lose? Success is not just about money. It is about the freedom that comes from trusting yourself more than you trust the rules. Take control of your destiny. Do not let your intelligence become a cage. Let your ambition be the key that frees you. We have covered the 7 advantages. Now, the knowledge is yours. The only variable left in this equation is you and your action. Will you stay in the dark, analyzing the shadows? Or will you walk through the door into the blinding light of possibility? The choice is yours. The smart path is safe, but the naive path is where the magic, the money, and the life is. This has been a deep dive into the psychology of success on Macro Money Talk. We hope this shifts your perspective. If you know someone who is too smart for their own good, share this video with them. It might just save their dreams. Hit the like button if you agree that action beats analysis, and leave a comment below. Are you an A student or a dreamer? Check out these other videos on our channel to continue your education in the School of Life and Financial Freedom. Remember, the world belongs to the bold. Do not wait for permission. Go out there and make your mark on history. We appreciate your time and attention. Your growth is our mission, and we are honored to be part of your journey. Keep these 3 words in your pocket: belief, persistence, speed. Use them whenever you feel stuck or afraid to move forward. Life is a marathon, not a sprint. But you have to actually start running if you ever want to cross the finish line. Keep your inner fire burning. Do not let the cold winds of criticism or logic blow it out. It is your most valuable asset. The stars align for those who are busy building their rockets. Do not wait for the perfect moment. Make the moment perfect. Plant your seeds today. They may seem small and insignificant now, but with persistence, they will grow into something magnificent. Tomorrow is a new day, a new chance to be brave, a new chance to be a little less smart and a lot more successful. Until next time, keep dreaming, keep doing, and keep winning. This is Macro Money Talk, signing off. Macro Money Talk, where wealth meets wisdom. See you in the next video. Goodbye and good luck.